Good morning. Today is January 21st, and I wanted to go ahead and do a trade review for today's trade that I've taken. Coming into market today, most of the markets were on the downside towards the previous day lows. Most of the tickers, QQQ, and SPY was close to previous PDL. So coming into today, I had shortlisted these 5 to 6 tickers. Um, Mainly, my idea was to look for any downside if it comes. Normally, what happens is when it's in close to PDL and it's down towards the downside, coming into the market, it bounces back. So the idea was look for the tickers where it bounces back and kind of look for positions on there. So initially, Q's chopped around for the first, I would say, 15, 15-ish minutes. And so I waited for a clear direction. Was not comfortable taking a position when Q's is chopping. And once Q's broke this high time frame and a 5-minute high, actually, it's around the 610 level, 610 70 level that it broke. That's where kind of I started seeing the direction to the upside. So at that point, I had two tickers which I was really closely watching. One, Google, and second, AMD. AMD was more so since Tony and Jack were watching that as well. So that's kind of where I was watching AMD. Um, I don't have reclaim set up in my playbook, and I don't think I'm really solid on the reclaim setup yet. So Tony took his position right here at 950-ish mark. I did not see that much of a continuation, not a clear retest of a clear level. This is a retest of the first candle, but I didn't see a retest on a clear solid level. Wanted to see a few more confluences, and I was not comfortable with the reclaim. So I held on it, and then my idea was if it breaks the high of day with a strong momentum, then maybe I can see to enter in. It broke that with a pretty solid momentum. And then here, then I thought it was just a little too late. So hence I did not take the AMD trade, held myself back on it, which I think is a win given the psychological uh, training that going through. If I'm not comfortable with a position, not comfortable taking a position, I would not take it. So that was that. And then second ticker that I was watching was Google. It chopped around for a little bit. I had this higher time frame level with the pre-market Confluence pre-market level, and a previous day low was right here as well. So I had a couple of confluences right here in which I was watching Google that if it retested pre-market high and this higher time frame level that I have, also the order block right here from the 938 candle. So I would then look to enter a trade for this one. So it did retest on this candle right here. The retest was at 948. I went ahead and this green candle at 949, which went higher than the previous candle. I engulfed. I took the position right here, right after it broke the 5-minute high. I have to move this. Right here. This is where I took the position at 949, and then with my stop loss being break underneath this breaking this PM high, I had stop loss there, and my target was to get to this last week low, higher time frame level that I had. So I wrote it. This one I took two contracts. I normally take one contract, but this one I took two contracts. I was very confident on the setup right here. So I took two contracts on this. Let me make this where I took position. I took two contracts on this. The first one I scaled at this level, 324.50, I believe. This is where I scaled the first one, and 324.50 at 952, and then second one I read it right all the way to my target of last week low. This was a high time frame level. Qs was going pretty strong and ripping upwards as well. But my idea was once it hits that level, it will have fulfilled its today's thesis. So I got out of my second contract right here, right at the top when I hit this, and got out of the position altogether. Given that, and it rode after a little bit more, after a bit of chop here in this level, and then kind of went on from there. So that was the only trade I took today. No more trades for me. I was watching a few more takers and setups. Didn't see any other great setup. The market was a little tricky today, so wanted to be cautious on how I take the positions in this one. Let me know you guys' feedback. Thank you.